What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Want to thank my sponsor, Steel Supplements. Link and discount code down the description. You also know I'm a Weeble preferred influencer. Saw so many people take advantage of this in October. Same promotion in November. All you have to do, click the link, open an account. They're going to give you free fractional shares. I saw people get Sony. I saw people get Microsoft, Apple. Actually saw people get MetLife, which is a great company. I have close to 100 shares of MetLife. All you have to do is click the link, open the account, you'll get the fractional shares. If you deposit, though, just a single dollar, if you take $1 from your bank account and deposit it, they will give you free stock. You can then sell all of it, transfer the money right back over if your heart desires, or you can hold on to it forever and see what happens. The choice is yours. EA also has a choice of how they're going to make their game. This video here, 2 years in the making, believe it or not. We're going to go back. Madden 21. Sean Grady. Right as Fixed Madden franchise started to trend on Twitter, this was the response. Bottom of your page, or your screen, depending on how you're watching this. Don't know how you'd watch it on a page, but regardless, maybe you're that fancy. As our executive producer Sean Grady mentioned on Friday, Madden NFL is a live service, and longtime players know the launch is just the start of the annual Madden journey. Journey, if you will. So this caught a lot of people off guard because traditionally live services is a game that you basically pay for a subscription to and then it updates, but this was Madden's way of saying, hey, listen, you purchase Madden, but you get the whole experience. We get to work on this game the whole year after launch based on your feedback, and we're going to make it a better game with new content and experiences. Well, here we are, 2 years later, and what are we looking at? We're looking at their Play Now Live. Now, this is an aspect, as the name implies, of their live service. And where are we? We're still in week 1. They have not updated this since launch. Now, a lot of people don't spend time in this game mode. I would offer to you, and I will show you an example, because it is so poorly done. If you don't put effort into something, then don't expect people to put effort into playing it. And EA needs to learn this concept to the fullest, because this is the epitome of their problem. They put no effort in, they assume people will then spend hours upon hours on it, and when they don't, it justifies them not actually following through on what their actions should be and what their promises are. So when we go back, they actually mention this year specifically what was happening with Play Now. Hey, franchise fan, I mean, they say fans, but let's be honest, they can address us singularly. We wanted to provide some clarity on Play Now live updates for Madden NFL 23, because people have been asking, hey, we're coming up weeks after the start of the season, where are these updates? You've seen Play Now live receipt updates for week 1 of the preseason and week 1 of the regular season. Obviously, the expectation would be we continue to see them. But no, EA says they don't have time for this. They can expect to update them on week 10, and then the wild card round, and then the championship game. This is entirely, guys, I can't even begin to tell you how unacceptable this is. 2 years ago, you've got one of the lead developers on this game saying, hey, we're a live service, buy the game, we'll take your feedback, we'll get the game better, we'll add all these experiences in. And then here we are, modern day, we don't even have the game updating live for these actual Play Now games, but 4 times a year. The NFL season is only a handful of months. It's not like there's going to be a lot of things that they can do in March, a lot of things they can do in April or May, other than update Madden Ultimate Team. But I would love to know why they can't sit there and put in this type of effort. Let's look at the show. This is what the show does. This is what happens when you spend time watching the game, caring about your product, and properly wanting to put time into something so that a user does. Right? I've went to probably 20 games this year. I love to go back and actually play the games I went to. They actually take the time to get the rosters, the uniforms, In some cases, the time, the weather of all these games. All these games. Think about how many more Major League Baseball games there are than NFL games. Think about how you would love to go play these games in the NFL the way the show allows you to play them with baseball. That way you can go back. You're a Colts fan, relive Sam Ehlinger's start, right? He's a starting quarterback. Maybe you've got Darius Leonard, Shaq Leonard out of the game. Go through here and you can start this actual game with rosters. Now, yes, the actual record is incorrect here, but regardless, not everything is going to be perfect. And I'm accepting of that, even with EA. But you have to try. You have to put in the effort. And for the NFL, this would not be nearly as difficult as it is for Major League Baseball. Now, I'm bringing this game up here to show you what the actual postseason games look like, because when they do this, hopefully, much like EA has done in the past, they do take time to actually get the presentation proper. But the reality is, in my opinion, if they sat down and put this type of effort into Madden, where every week you could essentially play back the game that took place, which there is a huge market for. Go look at NFL Plus. People want to go back and relive the game. They want to watch the condensed game. They want to watch the coach's film. There is 100% a market for people going back and reliving games. And a lot of sports games have taken advantage of this and let you go back and replay these moments with your team, or a game that you went to, or just a game that you want to rewrite. The only gaming company not doing this right now is EA Sports and Madden. Yet 2 years ago, when they wanted your money, they were willing to sit there and promise this commitment as a live service. But here we are now, completely walking away from those promises. And for what? What have they actually delivered that is better than anything else that they're not doing? I think, to me, that's one of the biggest problems. I wouldn't mind so much, right, if they weren't doing this, if they were actively working on other things. But the fact that they're not going and implementing other things. They're not striving to make the game better in other areas. This is just more of them doing less to simply do less. Now, I guess someone could make the point that they currently are working on a college football game, but to be honest, if the college football game becomes a port of what we have with Madden, then that game is going to be an epic failure. Because just like Madden fans in this video you've seen have waited 2 years for a better product, with college football, we've waited almost 20 years for a better product. And they clearly don't have any desire to provide it to us. They just want to do bare minimum, maximum price tag, and walk away from it once it's been released and hope that the community accepts it for what it is. And more people are not doing that. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you watching it. I will be back in the week with more commentary.